Good morning, students. Let's start our chapter number 5, that is the periodic table. So, periodic table, what is table? When we arrange the things in rows and columns, then it is called a table. Now, why there is a need of periodic table? There is reason, that is classification. Now, what is classification? Classification means when we arrange the things into the groups, into the columns, that is called classification. Now, here I have written some numbers. See that here numbers total from 1 to 10 is there, and here numbers are less than 5 and greater than 5. So, it is easy to find out which number from this side. It is very easy to find out which numbers are less than 5 and which are greater than 5. But when we see together, then it will be little bit complicated to find out which is less than 5 and which is greater than 5. We have to see it properly, otherwise from this side, this is classified. This is called classified numbers, less than 5, greater than 5. Similarly, elements are arranged in the periodic table in the particular you can say according to the properties. Those elements are properly classified, which elements are in which category. So there is a need to represent elements into the table, that is called periodic table. So the reason behind the classification, first one is we can study the elements in the organized manner. Next one is we can correlate the properties of elements. Correlate the first element with the another element, like this we can correlate the properties. Next one, we can find out the relationship between the properties of elements. These three are the reasons behind the classification of elements, different elements. And earlier the scientists have arranged elements according to malleability, ductility, etc., some properties, and classification was done into the two groups only, metals and non-metals. But afterwards, due to some reasons, it was discarded because it was not easy to arrange all the elements into the two groups, because third group was also there, that is metalloid. Next one is William Prout was the first scientist who discovered the basic of classification, that was atomic mass. And next one is Dobereiner triads. This next classification was given by Dobereiner triads. He has arranged three elements into a triad. What was the basic of Dobereiner triad? Was that mass of first element and last element. Three elements were arranged in a triad, mass of first element and second element. The third element mass is the average of these two elements. For example, when we consider calcium, strontium and barium, calcium, strontium and barium. The mass of calcium was 40 and barium is 137. So what the middle element mass will be the average of these two. It will be 40 plus 137 divided by 2 average. It will be 88.5 and its mass is around 88. So this is the concept of Dobereiner triads. And after that, some advantages are there, some disadvantages of these triads are there. Disadvantages, why it was rejected? It was rejected because it is not applicable for all the elements. And the second one is failed to arrange all the elements, whichever elements were known at that time, but he was unable to group all the elements like this into the triad. And second disadvantage was that it is not applicable to a family, particular family like halogen family. It was not applicable to fluorine, chlorine and bromine. That's why these are the two reasons behind the rejection of this triad. Afterward, there was next concept given by Newland. Newland's law of octave. Next classification was given by Newland. law of octave. Oct word stands for 8, octave. Now what he has given, he has arranged the elements in such a way that the 8th element property is matched with the first element. For example, in book this table is given: hydrogen, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, fluorine, nitrogen, and then oxygen, then afterwards fluorine. Now when we count for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8th element property will be matched with the first one. This is called, that's why it is octave. Like the Indian musical notes, sa re ga ma pa da ni, then again sa is there. So similarly, the properties of 8th is matched with the first one. Whichever will be the next, chlorine, there are some elements, the 8th one will be chlorine. Their properties will be matched to each other. Again, merits of Newland's octave law is there. What are the merits? It is applicable for the lighter element, and disadvantages, it is not applicable for the heavier elements. Next advantage is that he correlated the atomic mass with the periodicity, atomic mass. And then what is a periodicity? Periodicity is like after a particular period, again the properties are similar to the previous element, that is called periodicity. He has given the concept of periodicity. Now the rejection, why it is rejected? First, it is not applicable for the heavier element. Second, the properties of iron and cobalt, nickel and cobalt, it is kept in this column, but these properties of nickel and cobalt are not similar to this family. This is the reason of rejection. And next one is Mendeleev's periodic table. Next concept was given by Mendeleev. He has arranged 63 elements at that time in the table. Mendeleev periodic table. The basic of this arrangement was also the atomic mass, and he has arranged total 63 elements into the table. In his table there was 8 groups like this. 8 groups were there, and further first group is subdivided into AB. This is first, second, AB, like this up to 8. But 8 is not subdivided into AB. Only up to 7 it was divided into A and B. Subgroups are there. And next thing is that the basic is atomic mass. Mendeleev's periodic law is there. Physical and chemical properties of the elements are the periodic function of their atomic mass. And here number of groups are 8 subdivided into 2. Only 8th one is not subdivided. And the next one is valency. Valency of group 1 is same as valency of group 1 elements. In group 1 element, like here hydrogen is there, lithium, then lithium, sodium. Their valency is same as the group number 1. Second group element valency will be same as the group number. Third is also same. Fourth is also same. But for 5th to 6th, from group 5th to 6th, how we can find out the valency? Subtract the group number from 8, you will get the valency up to 7 you can see. Subtract it from the group number. 8th also will be like this. So 5th to 7 subtract from 8, you will get the valency of group number 5th, 4th and 5th, 4th, 6th and 7th. Next one is merits of Mendeleev's. One thing more, when we move from left to right in a Mendeleev periodic table, here metals are arranged and this side non-metals are there. Means when we move from left to right, metallic character will change from metal to non-metal. Next one is merits of Mendeleev periodic table. First merit is grouping of element. He has grouped the element according to their properties. Properties are matched and he has grouped the element he has arranged the element according to the atomic mass. Second one, gaps for undiscovered element. When you see Mendeleev periodic table on the book, then there are some gaps like below aluminium, there is gap. Then you can see so many gaps in the periodic table. He has left the gap for the undiscovered element. He has given, earlier he has given the space for the element which will discover afterwards. He has given the properties of the undiscovered element. For example, here the gap is left. What he has done, the element which will come here will have similar properties with the aluminium, similar properties with aluminium, and all the elements will which will be in the same group. Next one is Eka aluminium. Eka aluminium means which is below aluminium, and Eka silicon which is below silicon. Two spaces he has left before, and afterwards he has given the properties of these two elements. And afterwards two elements were discovered named as germanium and gallium and germanium, whose properties were matched with the Eka aluminium and Eka silicon. Before that he has given the name Eka aluminium and Eka silicon. But after, when the elements were discovered, the name was given gallium and germanium. Next one is, he has also corrected the incorrect atomic mass. Next one is defects in the Mendeleev periodic table. Why Mendeleev periodic table was rejected? First one is anomalous pair. Anomalous pair is like here when you see cobalt and nickel is given. Mass of cobalt is 58.9 and nickel is 58.6. He has arranged the element according to the increasing mass number. But when we see cobalt and nickel, its mass is 58.9 and it's 58.6. So it should be here and it should be here when we see the mass, because there is change, there is decreasing order, it should be increasing. So that is the defect. Next one is position of isotope. Isotopes, what are isotopes? Mass number is same, elements having same mass number but different chemical, mass number is different but atomic number is same. That is called isotope. Same atomic number, different mass number. He has also not given the separate according to the mass. When we see, all are arranged according to the mass. Isotope, when we see hydrogen's isotope, 1, 2, 3. So different masses are there, but he has not provided any position to the isotopes of hydrogen and other isotopes. Next one is grouping of chemically dissimilar element. Dissimilar, the elements whose properties are not same, but he has grouped those elements together. For example, copper and silver. When you see the Mendeleev periodic table, copper is here and silver is here. Properties of copper and silver are not matched, but he has grouped together. So this is another disadvantage. Next one is separation of chemically similar element. Like gold is here, platinum he has kept here when you see the periodic table, but their properties are same, but he has not grouped those into the same column. So that is another disadvantage. Another thing is, he has not explained anything about electron arrangement, that is electronic configuration. Next one is position of hydrogen. Position of hydrogen he has not mentioned. Hydrogen was not given a fixed position. It was considered in group first A as well as in 7th A group, because some of the properties of hydrogen, it forms both positive ion as well as negative ion. Next one is atomic number is the basis. Next thing is atomic. This is up to this Mendeleev. Atomic mass was the basis. But now we will talk about atomic number. What is atomic number? Atomic number is the unit charge present in the nucleus. Atomic number. It is the unit charge present in the nucleus. Now how it was discovered? It was discovered by Henry Moseley. Henry Moseley, what he has done, he has taken different kind of anodes. Then when he strike cathode, different kind of anode he has taken. When he strike cathode rays to different kind of anode, then some rays were emitted with different wave number. So that's why he came to know that what is the main basis of the classification. What is the main thing which is different of all the elements? The thing was atomic number, that is unit positive charge. From this experiment he came to know the basis is atomic number. And afterward modern periodic table, that is based on modern periodic law, was discovered. Modern periodic law. Modern periodic law. Very important. Mendeleev periodic law and modern periodic law. Here the definition is physical and chemical properties of the elements are the periodic function of their atomic number. Atomic number is the basic of a periodic table. How the elements are arranged in the periodic table, like this. Here this is modern periodic table. Here the elements are arranged according to the atomic number. All the elements have different atomic numbers. So arrangement is also here, elements are arranged in increasing atomic number. An explanation of, he has corrected some the reason which were because of like Mendeleev has some disadvantages. He has corrected those disadvantages. For example, first thing, position of hydrogen. Position of hydrogen, he has given position here. You can see, here is the position of hydrogen. You can see from your book, it is given on page number 83. Clearly, same table is given over there. Position of isotopes, like hydrogen. I told you, isotopes, 3 isotopes are there. Atomic number is same. But here we are not considering mass number. So, position of hydrogen is first because atomic number is 1. Second, position of anomalous pair like cobalt and nickel. When you see cobalt and nickel, cobalt is here 27th place and nickel is on 28th place. So cobalt 27 atomic number, it will come first, then nickel. He has corrected the corrected this thing which was not corrected by Mendeleev. Next thing is the modern periodic table explanation. So here the periodicity is there. You can see all the elements are arranged like this in the table. These horizontal rows, columns, they are called groups. Total how many groups are there? When you count 1, 2, 3, it will be up to 18. 18 groups are there. And when you see the horizontal rows, how many horizontal rows are there? Don't count these last two. How many horizontal rows are there? 7. So total how many periods are there? 7. And how many columns are there? Columns are group. And so total 18 groups and 7 periods are there. Now these are arranged according to the due to the periodicity. These all are arranged. Periodicity means when you compare the properties of a first column, all the elements have same chemical properties. Second group, all the elements are same like this. Column wise they have same properties. Why? Due to the periodicity. When hydrogen and helium, after the helium, third element is lithium. Why lithium has the same chemical properties as the hydrogen or sodium, potassium? The reason is that hydrogen, atomic number 1, electronic configuration 1. Next one is lithium, atomic number is 3 and its electronic configuration to 1. Next one is sodium, atomic number 11. electronic configuration 281. When you see last outermost electron, valence electron, it is the same. So that's why chemical properties of a group is same, but it will be different from another group. Next thing is, total 18 groups are there. How we can find out the valency of each group? When you take group 1 and 2, same as valency is same as the group number. Group 1 and 2, their elements, like group 1 element will have valency 1, group 2 element will have valency 2. Example, sodium valency is 1, magnesium valency is 2 according to the group number. When you see the group number 13, 14, how will you get the valency? When you subtract it, when you subtract 10 from 14, you will get the valency. And group number 15 onwards, 15, 16, 17 and 18, how will you get the valency? Subtract these numbers from 18. 18 minus 16, 3, 2, 17 minus 1, 0. Like this you can find out the valency. So from 3rd to 12 group number, nobody will ask valency about these elements. So learn about 1st, 2nd, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. This is important. Next, these groups 13 to 12, these are called transition elements. Next, last one is 0. This is called 0 group. 0 group, and these are called noble gases, because these elements, they do not react with any other element, and their outermost shell is complete. As helium, electronic configuration 2, it is completed. Then neon is atomic number 10, electronic configuration 2, 8, outermost shell is completed, so they do not react with any other element. Next is about the periods. These are called periods. 7 periods are there. First period is called the shortest period. Why it is called shortest period? Because only 2 elements are there. Next 2 are called short period. How many elements are there? 8. So these 2 are called short period. Next, third and fourth are called long period. Here total 18 elements. In each period 18 elements are there. Next, 6th and 7th. These are called longest period, and here 32 elements are there. Each period has 32 elements. How? See this one. This one group 3rd and period number 6th. Here it is written 57 to 71 lengthenide, but these in between elements are adjusted here from lengthenum to last 71, and similarly in the 7th actinum from 89 to 103. All the elements are here. These are not adjusted here in the main body of the periodic table, because if scientists will adjust these elements here in the main body, then the shape may distorted. So these elements, some of the elements are not adjusted here in the main body. This is called lengthenide series, and this is called actinide series. And one thing more, actinide, these all are radioactive elements and which emits radiation continuously, and these are rare elements. These are called rare earth element. Next one is types of elements. Representative element. Now representative elements are group 1, 2, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17. These are called representative element. Next one is, and its name. First group name is alkali metal, second alkaline earth metal, next boron family, carbon family, like this nitrogen family, oxygen family, and this one is halogens. Last one is next main characteristics of a representative element. One thing more is there. Why these are called alkali metals? These are called alkali metals because when they react with water, they give alkaline solution, alkali solution, basic solution plus hydrogen gas. Next one is Characteristics of a representative element. First characteristic is that when we move from left to right, metallic character changes from metallic to non-metallic. Next one is these elements, representative elements, they can form covalent bond as well as ionic bond, that is electrovalent bond. Next one is these are good conductor of electricity and these are poor conductor of electricity. Non-metals are poor conductors, 16 and 17 group. Next, read the transition elements characteristics and inner transition elements characteristics by yourself. Inner transition, these are inner transition. Inside the transition, these are transition and these are inner transition elements. F block elements, inner transition. And D block elements, transition elements are also called D block elements. Next is bridge elements. Bridge elements are like period 2 and period 3. Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, and here sodium, magnesium, then aluminium and silicon. Now bridge elements, why they are called bridge elements? Because they have diagonal relation. Diagonal relation, their properties are matched. So these are also called diagonal elements or bridge elements. Next one is typical elements. Now typical elements are those which represents the properties of their own group. Example, here you see sodium, magnesium, then aluminium, silicon. They are called typical elements. Why they are called typical elements? Because they can represent the properties of whole group. When we read the properties of sodium, it means we are reading the properties of all the other group elements. Similarly, magnesium, aluminium, they represents their whole group properties. Next one is merits of modern periodic table. It is based on atomic number and that is the fundamental property. Then position of the element in the table is related to its electronic configuration. As I have explained before, position is based upon the electronic configuration and electronic configuration is based on the atomic number. Next one is it shows a regular change in the properties, means from left to right when we move non-metallic character increases. And the last one is it is easier to remember, means group wise we can remember the elements. The last one is defects of a periodic table, modern periodic table. The first defect is it is again the position of hydrogen is in controversy, means either in group 1 or in group 17 it is not confirmed. Next thing is it is fail. Last defect is that it is failed to accommodate these lanthanide series and actinide series in the main body of the periodic table. So this is all about modern periodic table. Please go through from all the concepts, and if you have any doubt you can ask in the comment section. Thank you.